My name is Beverly and I love to draw cats. I'm a professional artist and working from photographs, I've drawn cats from all over the world. I create portraits in colored pencil and then share the story of each cat and the art process here on video. Today, I'm showing you my biggest portrait to date. It's 6 cats: Winnie, Tigger, Athena, McKenzie, Percy, and Katniss. These cats belonged to Lisa and Matt, or rather, one could say Matt and Lisa belonged to them. Their story spans 30 years and counting and started in 1993 when Lisa lived alone. She had recently left a bad relationship and felt lonely in her rented apartment. She found a roommate who spent all her time away from the apartment. Most days, there was no one to care whether or not Lisa came home at night, and that did not sit well with her. One day, a coworker mentioned to Lisa that she had a tenant whose cat consorted with a feral tomcat and produced a litter of kittens. Of course, they needed homes. After some thought, Lisa agreed to take one, so the coworker came over with the 2 remaining kittens so Lisa could choose. One was a calico who immediately started exploring the apartment, and the other was an extremely timid tabby. The coworker assumed Lisa would pick the bold calico, but Lisa saw potential in the little tabby if given some patience. She decided on both. Over time, the timid tabby Winnie got comfortable, easing into a low-key and mellow demeanor, while Tigger the calico ruled the house in her bold, opinionated manner. Winnie's motto seemed to be, "Don't sweat the small stuff," while Tigger's was, "Take no crap." When Matt came into their lives a couple of years later, Winnie took to him, but Tigger attacked his ankles or swiped at his head whenever he emerged from the shower. Tigger also had an odd appetite for spaghetti and pasta sauce, cantaloupe, and ice cream. The cats had the run of the house and loved to chase each other through the kitchen and slide across the floor. The chalkboard at the far end of the kitchen often had smudges where their backsides had bounced off. Winnie the tabby suddenly and mysteriously fell ill at the age of 14 and had to be put to sleep. For a while afterward, Tigger searched the house for her missing sister. It was sad to see her alone, but Lisa and Matt held off getting another cat due to Tigger's advancing age and increasing crankiness. Tigger declined more slowly with age and finally crossed the Rainbow Bridge at 18 years. Lisa and Matt went catless for 5 or 6 months until they couldn't stand the quiet anymore. They visited the shelter holding the intention that the right cat would choose them. They saw a sleek black 10-week-old kitten walking around like she owned the place. She crawled up Lisa's jeans and curled up in her lap as if to say, "Yeah, you're it." That sealed the deal for Athena to join the family. They also noticed a little 4-month-old white and gray kitten with an infection in her eyes. They worried that adopters were overlooking her because of it and decided little McKenzie should come home with them too. Back home, the kittens immediately settled in. They played with each other constantly, pouncing, running, and rolling around together. McKenzie didn't care for her eye treatments, but was very tolerant, and Athena always stood by to supervise. At night, they loved to be snuggled. McKenzie especially liked being held like a baby and gazing into her human's eyes. Every day was an adventure around the big rambling house where they could look out over the treetops from the cat tree by the 3rd-story window. They also continued to develop their respective personalities. On her first birthday, McKenzie got a little party hat and a birthday cake the humans always prepared for themselves on their cats' birthdays. A few weeks later, Lisa was concerned when she saw Athena stop herself from pouncing on the usually playful but oddly quiet McKenzie. They whisked her to the vet clinic, where she was diagnosed as having feline infectious peritonitis, or FIP, a fatal viral disease for which there was no treatment available yet. Soon after, Matt and Lisa decided to have the veterinarian over to help McKenzie cross the Rainbow Bridge in the comfort of her own home. The young cat's grace and willingness to take things a day at a time, no matter how she felt, left a lasting impression on their hearts. 10-month-old Athena was quite lonely after McKenzie was gone. However, her humans were instructed to keep her under watch for 8 weeks in case she had FIP as well. As soon as that time was up, Lisa got on Pet Finder's website and spotted 2 young, inky black littermates, Percy and Katniss. When they visited the vet clinic where the kittens were being fostered, the little siblings ignored them. Lisa and Matt were hesitant, but they felt an urge to adopt these 2, even though there were other kittens to choose from, many of whom had special needs. Once home, they separated 1-year-old Athena from the kittens with a pet gate. Athena peered at the newcomers through the gate and hissed for the first time Matt and Lisa had ever seen. Lisa had the kittens sleep with her that night, and Matt stayed on the couch with Athena. The next day, they experimented with lifting the pet gate, and to their surprise, Athena approached one of the kittens and started grooming it. Even with this promising turn of events, Lisa stayed home all week to supervise the trio. As they've grown up, Percy has become a big, affectionate cuddlebug who's tightly bonded with Matt and wants to be next to his chosen human at all times. He's just happy to be, and sometimes stares blankly, as free of thought as a Zen monk. Katniss is the self-appointed sentry who growls at unusual noises outside while Percy runs to hide under the bed. She seeks affection strictly on her terms and will put her paws in Matt's lap to be pet, but never wants to be picked up and held. She'll repeat her asking process over and over for half an hour, though. She's quite smart, too, and has learned to do a high five. With younger cats in the household, Athena assumed the role of matriarch, alternating between bossing and nurturing her protégés. Percy follows Athena around and worships her like she is the sun, the moon, and the stars. He seeks her out daily for sweet sessions of mutual grooming, which ultimately devolve into a wrestling match every time. Occasionally, Katniss plays homage to Athena by approaching her elder to receive a few licks on the forehead, then takes her leave. Conventional wisdom has it that cats won't come when called. These cats all know their names, and all 3 come running when any one of them is called. This speaks to the caring bond their humans have built with them. Since Lisa and Matt have been together, they have not been without a cat for longer than 6 months. What attests to their love for cats even more is they adopted all their cats in pairs. No cat lacked the enrichment of feline companionship, except when it was for the well-being of elderly Tigger after Winnie died. Moreover, they repeatedly opened their hearts to shy and overlooked cats needing to be loved. 6 cats have graced their household so far, but no doubt more will follow in their footsteps, adding new chapters to this story. Here's the finished portrait. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. To learn how to commission a portrait for your cat, visit my website, ilovetodrawcats.com.